the don'ts of visiting Texas. I've seen a couple of these videos. They're really good to watch. So yeah, I'm excited to check this out, man.
Hey there, fellow travelers. Mark here with Walter's World. And today we're here in Texas.
We got a famous
today what we have for
Buc-ee's.
you are the don'ts of visiting Texas. Because there's tons of stuff you do want to do when you're here. Yes, you got the major cities like San Antonio and seeing the Alamo and Austin, all the cool stuff there, and Houston by the coast and Dallas. And there's, you know, go up to Abilene. There's so many cool things to see here in Texas.
Right.
But the thing is, when you come, sometimes you forget about
And good food to eat. Let's mention the good food.
the things you don't do or you shouldn't do
let's see.
or you should watch out for. And that's why we have the don'ts of visiting Texas.
Don't
And our
mess with
first don't
Texas.
of Texas is don't think you're going to get around quickly anywhere in Texas. Look,
Why is it
Texas
crowded?
is huge. And the thing is when you're going to try to get around the state, you're going to be driving, okay? There's not really a public
It just means that, like, how big it is. Because, like, even me, myself, if I'm going to Texas, I think, like, it's not as big as I would think, but Texas is massive.
transportation network that a tourist is going to use. So one, you're either going to be flying around, but most likely you're going to be driving. And the
Flying
distances are huge when you are here, so you do need to be prepared for that. And so when you are coming here, you know, you got to make sure you're ready to rent a car, though it's cool because all the rental cars are automatic and easy to do. But when you're driving around, don't forget to pay attention, because you'll see on the highways, it's like people either going 95 miles an hour or 45 miles an hour.
Okay.
And so it gets a little scary sometimes, so make sure you really do pay attention. But it does take a long time to get anywhere. Also, that long time thing, not in a quick time, also deals within the cities, because Texas is growing so quickly.
Right.
Cities like San
Yeah.
Antonio and Austin, I mean, they're growing so quickly that sometimes it's hard for the cities to keep up. So the traffic jams during rush hour can be a real pain. So what we recommend is you're a place like Austin or San Antonio or wherever, park your car and you just Uber around places. It'll make it a lot easier for you, or take a taxi or whatever, because the parking and all these things can be a bit
nightmare.
much. Now,
Right.
my second don't for you is when you are coming around here and you are driving around, don't forget to look out your windows. I know it sounds silly. Well, Mark, of course I look out my window. I'm driving. No, what I'm saying is look around. You're going to see so
Enjoy everything that you're driving through. Is pretty much what it's saying. Don't forget to enjoy the
so
views.
much of Texas. Yes, you will see some longhorns out there. You will go through the hill country, maybe stop into Fredericksburg and see the German history there. And you go around the plains in the north. I mean, you have such varied beauty here in Texas. That's one of those things like, man, that looks like a cute town. Maybe I'm going to get off the highway. Maybe I'm going to go over and check some stuff out. Definitely do that. Go in and go see the beauty of this state. 'Cause it's
Do you know what I want to go see? I want to go to Texas and see the beauty of all the food. I know I talk about food a lot. I absolutely love food. Who doesn't love food? But I've seen quite a few like food review videos, and the places in Texas, oh my god, the food looks so good.
great. Now, my third don't for you actually deals with Buc-ee's, this place behind me. And that is when you're driving around, you're probably going to be like, man, we got to get gas. We got to get something to eat. What should we
Right.
do? And a lot of people get kind of scared of gas stations and big truck stops kind of like this. Dude, don't be that way. Don't skip out on going to Buc-ee's or one of these huge places where you can go. And Buc-ee's is hilarious because it's kind of like Field and Stream and Walmart and a really, really nice
Yeah, Buc-ee's is there's nothing like that in the UK. Buc-ee's is massive.
gas station, had a baby together. The baby was born here in Texas, and everything is Texas and Buc-ee's. I mean, it's a really cool place to go. But don't skip out on that, because you will have to use these. And the thing is Texans have a lot of pride. And that pride shows in the cleanliness of the
Right.
state, the nice things that are Texas you will enjoy. And people put the pride into and make it nicer. So yes, you can get a nice brisket sandwich inside a truck stop. Well, Buc-ee's at
Yeah,
least.
it's mad.
Also, get the beaver nuggets. They're awesome, by the way. And that kind of leads into my next don't for you. Don't skip out on the local shops and the local produce and local products here in Texas. Yes, you have places
Get
like
some
Buc-ee's that
souvenirs.
you can go see that's really just here. You have H-E-B, which is a grocery store chain you can have here in Texas. It's based in San Antonio.
That would be cool as well. Going to a rodeo as well. Oh my god, that'd be so cool.
And you get a lot of things that are really, really Texas-y. Yes, there is Whataburger. There's one right across there. I know
Whataburger.
Whataburger's kind of expanded, but it's got a little special place in my heart when I'm in Texas, because you know what a burger should be. Sorry, it's just memories back to childhood.
Is that like
but
the
there's
song
so
for
much
it?
Texas stuff you can have when you are here. So do take that in and get that Texasness. If you're here in the fall, make sure, go hit up a football game. Look, Sunday, they're watching the Cowboys. Yeah, maybe Houston, Texas, but no. I've been a Cowboys fan since I was a kid, so I gotta go for them. On Saturdays, you got college football. just pick the closest college.
See, you know, if I was to ever go to like Texas, I would honestly. But what would you say is the perfect time to go for? It would have to be at least 2 weeks because I'd want to go to a rodeo. I'd want to go to a football game. Go to many different food places. Try the Tex-Mex out there.
Near you have a great time.
Tex-Mex.
Friday nights, yes, the kids are playing high school football that night.
So much to do.
So you do have those things. So go out and enjoy those Texas-only things. Don't skip out on it. Don't think, oh, I'm going to go to In-N-Out Burger. Well, that's California, man. Hit Whataburger when you're in Texas, all right? And speaking of those Texas-only things, my next don't for you is don't drink non-Texas beer.
Aye.
Look, the beer in Texas is fantastic.
How do you know the
There was a
difference?
lot of German immigrants that actually came here and settled in Texas. So, you know, the Wiener Schnitzel that you have in
wow.
Germany and Austria?
Oh.
Well, you got chicken fried steak here, right? It's great. But they didn't just
Don't
bring
show
their
me the
fried,
food.
tasty foods and the collages and stuff like that from the Czech Republic and things like that. What
is
you
that?
got that's really good is the beer. And when you're going around Texas, you'll have not just microbreweries, but you have local breweries that make Texas beer, and it is really good. I mean, they took that tradition from Germany and brought it here, so you will drink well. And I know, I'm not saying drink Lone Star, okay? Like I tell with Lone Stars, Lone Star tastes good after you've had 4 or 5 of the other good Texas beers, then Lone Star's fantastic. But
That's the drink that tastes good when you're already drunk.
go and try other stuff, and probably if you're not in Texas right now, if you want to have a Texas beer, go buy a Shiner Bock. They sell that throughout the U.S. That'll give you a taste, but that's not even probably one of the top 10 that are here. There's so many good things from Austin, San Antonio, all over. Go enjoy the local beers here. Don't skip out on that. And I know it's funny that I'm talking about beer when I'm outside of a gas station, but don't drink and drive when you are here, but do enjoy the good local beers, okay? So there's a good start to our don'ts. Now, I know seeing a gas station, even a cool one like Buc-ee's, probably isn't what you're looking for when you're thinking, Mark, where are you filming in Texas? Well, let's go see a little bit different places here in Texas to finish off our don'ts in Texas. So now we're here in San Antonio. This is actually my favorite city to come to in Texas, and we're here on the Riverwalk. And yes, the Riverwalk is more than just the downtown part. It goes through the city. It is really kind of a cool thing. And my next don't for you for when you come to Texas is don't forget to mind your manners, because the Texans won't forget.
Right.
But the people here are super friendly. They're super nice.
I've seen this in a South video as well. Like, you gotta say yes, ma'am. Make sure you open the doors as well, which is very different to the UK. Because so many times you'll be walking behind someone, they got the door. Like, a lot of time I would leave the door open, or I'll just like keep pushing it. But I'll be walking behind someone, and then the door, boom. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, huh?
Nice. And when all these people move to Texas, they kind of get that niceness as well. And that means when you come here as a tourist, don't forget your pleases, your thank yous, holding that door for that young lady or that old man or that young man.
You know what? Listen, I'm not surprised if many of you guys that watch my videos, you watch me see your guys' food. When I say your guys, I mean you Americans, okay? When I look at your food, you probably think that we don't even eat in the UK. We do eat in the UK. We just don't eat as good as what it looks and seems as you guys in America. Like, our food is very bland, very plain. Like, yeah, we can do our home cooked foods, and my girlfriend does really nice home cooked food, but this just looks unreal, man.
Or somebody with the kids, you're gonna be practicing your manners when you are here, so don't forget that. Look, the pleases, the thank yous, the howdy y'alls, these kind of things, they're legitimate here.
Howdy y'all.
People will help you out, and believe me, the locals will tell you, no, don't go to this barbecue place, go to that barbecue place. For the best puffy tacos in San Antonio, go to Henry's, don't go downtown to the Riverwalk. They're gonna tell you everything you wanna know in a friendly way.
All right, cool.
So make sure when you are here, you do practice the kindness and friendliness of Texas, so yes. And my next don't for you is, don't think that Texas is kind of like the deep South, because a lot of people put like, oh, Georgia, Alabama, Texas, they're all the South, they're all the same. No, Texas is its own thing completely. I mean, it was its own country for a little while, and you can tell that when you are here. It's a huge state with a lot of different kind of Texan culture kind of stuff. And yes, there are some things that kind of pass from the South to here, you know.
I seen a video, someone talking about Texas, how it literally could be its own country. Do you ever think in the future Texas would like separate and be its own country? Because the video was like, it was insane at like how Texas could be its own country, and how it would even be, I think it was like top 10 still in the world for like I don't know if it was GDP or whatever it was, but it was top 10 for something, and that's impressive for a state.
People are really friendly, like I said, and there's a lot of similar foods, the barbecue and stuff like that. but it has a different vibe to when you're here. So don't think, oh, this is the Southeast, the deep South. No, this is Texas when you are here. And I guess the thing I'll tell you is when you're looking at the don'ts, remember I talked about barbecue is here as well? Well, in the Southeast, it's more pork, you know, pulled pork and stuff like that, butts and things like that. Oh, no. Here, don't eat the pork with the barbecue. What you want to eat is the brisket, the beef. So you're going to have beef brisket, beef ribs, maybe, okay, you can have some sausage and stuff like that, but it's really a brisket-based barbecue when you are here, so don't get the pork, get the brisket, okay? And that kind of leads to the next thing is, don't forget to come hungry when you come to Texas. Because remember that old saying, everything's bigger in Texas? Well, the portion sizes, they go along right with that.
Really?
So when you get your chicken fried steak, it's going to be nice and big. When you're going to get your brisket, maybe get a pound or two of brisket. You're going to have a lot of food, a lot of great food, a lot of stuff here, and it's going to fill you up. And yes, if you...
I'm liking the way he talks, I'm not going to lie. I'm liking the way he's talking to me right now.
You can find a Frito pie, which is the Frito chips, you know, like tortilla chip kind of things, where they put the chili and the cheese on it. Yes, have that. You will be filled up and tasty, fully engorged while you are here. Chicken fried steak, man, when it's this big, you can't have enough of it. So that's why I always say is don't forget to come hungry, because you will leave completely full and stuffed. Because
I don't know what this is. This looks really... This looks like I don't want it on my plate. It probably tastes good. I'm not going to lie. But this, it looks nice. This is like a very nice snack for when it's really hot.
Man,
and it's hot in Texas. So.
Everything's bigger in Texas, especially the food. And with that food, if you see a line outside of a place, don't be scared to wait in that line, because the food here is great and the locals know what's great. So they're going to be waiting in line to get the best barbecue and the best Tex-Mex, the best food you can have, the best food trucks in different places. So you see the line? Don't worry about it, go get it and enjoy some food that way. Some other don'ts I have for the food when you are here, don't forget the queso. Look, in Texas, queso is not just cheese dip. It's like a way of life. It's something you have to have.
I'm not too sure if we have queso in the UK. I've never seen it on any menu, and I've never got it myself.
And I know I've been with people here in Texas. They say, oh, we need to get the queso. And they're like, why? I don't want queso. Let's get something else. I'm like, no, you don't understand. You had to have the queso when you're here. The cheese and the pico de gallo in it, and it's stirred up, and the tasty, and the spices in it. Oh, it's so good.
He loves it.
So make sure you don't say no to that queso, because believe me, when you go places and restaurants, they're like, oh, do you want some queso and chips? Yes, you do.
Yes, I do.
And the thing is, my next don't is don't stop with the queso. Look, I told you, don't forget to come hungry.
I love Mexican
but also
food.
Don't skip out on the Tex-Mex when you are here.
This is what I was talking about. I want to get a Tex-Mex so bad. Like, one of my favorite foods is Mexican food, and just look at it.
Ton of great Tex-Mex restaurants in pretty much any city you go to. You're gonna eat well when you have it. And for example, there's some local specialties as well. Here in San Antonio, the puffy tacos, you gotta have when you are here. So make sure load up on that queso and the Tex-Mex. You can't go wrong with that. So my next don't for you is don't complain about the weather when you come to Texas. Look, Texas in the summer is hot as hell. Okay, no one is going to deny you that, okay? So don't complain about it. You know that. You're coming here in July and August? Yes, you will melt. That is how it works. So don't complain about it. But the thing is, I want you to know is, don't forget that Texas actually gets chilly in the wintertime. I mean, we're here in January. Look, I've got my quarter zip on. I have a jacket. It was in the 20s the other night where we were. Yes, sometimes there's some dusting of snow in Texas. I know, you think Texas, it's always sunny and hot every day.
Yeah, no, to be fair, I wouldn't think it would be snowing in Texas. I'm not gonna lie. When I think of Texas, I always just think it's really hot.
Think that way. Make sure you are actually, checking the weather forecast before you come. Do the 10-day forecast. Make sure that if you do need to bring a sweater or a jacket, you're ready to go, so you can get those. Okay, you're gonna need that occasionally at night, especially in the winter months. Now, my next don't for you is...
What's probably the best time of the month to go to Texas then? Let's say I was gonna go. I don't want it to be scorching hot, but I want the weather just to be nice. So I mean, nice and warm, nice and hotish, but not like, I don't want to melt and I don't want to, be cold either.
When you do come to Texas, don't skip the sights. I know I've talked about driving all over the state, and I've talked about eating at places like Buc-ee's and Tex-Mex and puffy tacos and drinking the local beer, and I haven't got into the really amazing sites that are all over Texas. Yes, going to Austin and going to South Congress and seeing the cool shops there, and going to Rainy Street and drinking up there, or going to Dallas, or going to Houston, going to the coast and the Padre Island, all these kind of things. There's so many cool things to see, but there's cool sights as well. And San Antonio is probably my favorite for that. And the thing is, you all have heard about the Alamo, right?
Wait, what is this flag? Is this flag... Do Texas have their own flag? Is this the Texas flag?
Remember the Alamo? Well, don't forget it. Visit it when you are here. But it's not actually the coolest site in San Antonio. The coolest sites to see when you are here are the Spanish missions, okay? Go and check those out. And you go around the state, there's really good museums. And thing is, this state has had a lot of money throughout the years. So you've got really good art galleries in Austin and Dallas and San Antonio. You can get all kinds of, art you can check out in galleries. And so go out and enjoy that. And don't think it's just barbecue and beer when you are here. It is so much more. And the thing is, with those cool sites and cool food, it's actually brought in a lot of people from the rest of the United States to live in Texas. And so I guess
I like a lot of my team members, because I stream on Twitch a lot and I'm a part of an organization called Ghost Gaming. A lot of them, they moved to Texas as well, or like they was in Texas. And I know so many people that moved to Texas. So like, yeah, a lot of people are actually flooding to Texas. I'm not gonna lie.
The next don't I'll have for you is if you're in a city like San Antonio or especially Austin or maybe Dallas, and you meet somebody there, don't be surprised if they're not a local.
Right.
You have a lot of people from all over the U.S. that have moved here, and so meeting an actual Austinite in Austin is like, oh wow. I thought you weren't real. I thought you were a unicorn. Because you do have all these people moving around and coming here, and that's what's made it really cool. Anyway, those are just some of the fun little don'ts that I have for visiting Texas. What are some of the don'ts that you have for visiting Texas? It really is a great place. We've really enjoyed it. The people are fantastic. Amazing food, amazing drink, amazing...
I actually want to know that as well. So if anybody watching this video is from Texas, let me know if I was going to visit there. In your opinions, what should I not be doing there? What should I be doing as well? But let me know that in the comments section. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you leave a thumbs up, subscribe for more content, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.